Have you ever heard of an animal that could give a superhero a run for their money? Forget what you see in the movies, because deep in the forests of Central Africa lives a creature with a power so extreme, it sounds like something straight out of a comic book. Meet the hairy frog, a small, unassuming amphibian that hides a terrifying secret. From a distance, you might just see a brownish frog, no bigger than the palm of your hand. But get a little closer, and you'll notice something strange. Along its sides and thighs, it's covered in what looks like hair. But this isn't just any frog, and that isn't hair. It's a clue to its incredible survival skills. This little creature, scientifically known as Trichobatrachus robustus, has a name that perfectly describes its most noticeable feature. Tricho means hair, and batrachus means frog. But these hair-like structures are far more interesting than simple fur. They are actually dermal papillae, which are essentially extensions of its skin, packed with tiny blood vessels. Think of them as a built-in scuba system. These filaments dramatically increase the frog's skin surface area, allowing it to absorb more oxygen directly from the water. This adaptation is perfect for its lifestyle, helping it stay submerged for long periods in streams, especially during the breeding season when males spend a lot of time guarding their eggs. It's an ingenious evolutionary trick that lets it thrive where other amphibians might struggle. So it can breathe through its skin. That's cool, but it's not the superhero power I mentioned, is it? Well, get ready, because this is where things get really wild. The hairy frog has another, much more aggressive nickname, the Wolverine frog, and it earned that name for a reason. When this frog feels threatened, cornered by a predator with no escape, it does something almost unbelievable. It intentionally breaks its own bones. That's right. It fractures the bones in its toes, and the sharp splintered ends then pierce through the skin of its toe pads, creating a set of makeshift claws. It's like a tiny real-life Logan popping out bone claws to defend itself. This is a defense mechanism of last resort, a painful but effective way to fight back. Scientists are still studying how these bone claws retract, or if the tissue simply heals around them afterward. Either way, it's a shocking example of how far nature will go to ensure survival. Imagine the surprise of a snake or a large bird trying to make a meal out of this small frog, only to be met with a set of sharp bony spikes. This extreme defense is one of the most bizarre in the entire animal kingdom. It shows that even the smallest creatures can evolve the most formidable weapons. Despite this incredible ability, the hairy frog is a fairly reclusive animal. It's primarily nocturnal, spending its days hiding under rocks, logs, or leaf litter near the fast-flowing streams it calls home. At night, it comes out to hunt for its favorite foods: insects, slugs, worms, and other small invertebrates. Its life is a quiet one, mostly spent hidden away, which is partly why it's so rarely seen by humans. When it comes to family life, the hairy frog also has some interesting habits. During the breeding season, the male develops those signature hairs to help him stay underwater while he guards the eggs. The female lays her eggs in the water, often attached to rocks in the stream. Once hatched, the tadpoles are fully aquatic, just like those of other frogs. They are muscular and have specialized mouth parts with several rows of teeth, which helps them cling to rocks in strong currents and scrape off algae for food. They go through a typical metamorphosis, eventually transforming into the incredible bone-clawed adults. So, what about their conservation status? Well, the good news is that the hairy frog is not currently listed as endangered. However, like many amphibians, its population is vulnerable to habitat destruction and changes in water quality. Deforestation and pollution in its native Central African rainforests are the biggest threats it faces. Because it's so elusive, it's difficult for scientists to get an accurate count of its numbers. But protecting its forest and stream habitat is crucial to ensuring this unique creature continues to thrive. The hairy frog is a perfect reminder that the natural world is filled with wonders that defy our imagination. A creature that breathes through skin hairs and defends itself with self-made bone claws is proof that evolution is the most creative force on Earth. It takes the concept of survival of the fittest to a whole new level. It's not about being the biggest or the strongest, but about having the most effective and sometimes the most bizarre adaptations. The next time you think of amazing animal abilities, remember the small, hairy amphibian that can turn its own skeleton into a weapon. The wild is truly stranger than fiction. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed learning about this incredible creature, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing animal facts.